He's brought us through so much. Each person has a different testimony. Each person has a different expectation as we're seated here this morning. And so we thank God for this morning. We thank God for all of our ministers this morning. We thank God for our male chorus this morning. We thank God for Sunday school teachers today. We thank him for Bible study teachers today. We thank him for the children's church ministries. We thank him for everybody who's gathered here today, because without any one of us, we might feel a little diminished. But we also thank the Lord that what he has for us doesn't leave us when one departs. You hear what I'm trying to say? It doesn't make us any less union. It doesn't make you any less the person sitting in your pew this morning. That's a blessing. And so we're just gathered here this morning as children of God. And that's what we're going to talk about today, being children of God. Children of God, we're the children of God because of our blood-washed relationship with Jesus Christ. There are things that are expected of us as children of God. We have rights and we have privileges. He said, Reverend folks told us that we can confidently, because we're children of God, we can confidently take our cares to God in our time of need. A few weeks ago, when we went through our initial tribulation, there were people who were saying, that's union. You know, they didn't know any better. And they be looking at us and wondering where they're going to go now, what they're going to do now. Looking at us as other than this church. The union sits here. But God says no such thing. You're not an outcast. I will heal you. I will heal you. Heal you of your wounds. People hurt. That's natural. I used to say in the hospital, if you cut your arm off, it's going to hurt. No need saying, oh, that was just the thing. I'm saying this to say, hold your head up when you say I'm a member of union. I'm not here as an outcast. You're not here as an outcast. God has something that he's healing us of and he's healing us towards. We just had, yes, he's healing us of something and he's healing us towards something. The word obedient has come up in several of these scriptures that I read. He wants our obedience. He wants our unity. There should be no one here who can't speak to another person. There should be no one, even if you have to do like me every week, ask them, what's your name? But he wants our unity. He wants our obedience. To him, not to, can I say this in a way? Not to our ministry leader, but to him. If anything conflicts with where he's leading us, then we got to stop and pray about it. We got to stop and pray about it. But he's fixing us. He's healing us. I don't know if any of you can feel it. And if you can't feel it, it might be that it's just not time. Maybe he's got to do something else. It's not an instant thing. We're not making instant coffee here. We're working for eternity. Our inheritance, our overall inheritance is in heaven. And if we do all this stuff we want to do here and miss heaven, if we do all this stuff here and we cause somebody else to miss heaven, it's even worse. We've got to fight to show love. It may not be easy, but we've got to fight to show love. So he says, God will restore health to union, but we must remain steadfast in our purpose, and he will give us joy and gladness. He has given us joy and gladness. He is giving us joy and gladness. Don't hold your head down. Hold your head up. Whenever you walk in here, come in here dancing. Amen. Healing is our inheritance. There's victory in the children's inheritance. Can I say that again? There is victory in the children's inheritance. I can't name everything each of you need, but can assure you, because the God we serve is all-knowing, all-powerful, and all-loving, because it is not his will that any of us perish, healing is our inheritance.